Okay, I have finished my first sections. For this demo version, I'm only doing 5 sections. If you're following along to the pattern, you can do your 7 sections, but it's the same either way. So now what we have to do is we have to put these stitches back on a needle. And we're actually going to pick them up and we're going to put them on our left-hand needle. So with the work facing you, okay, we're going to pick up these 6 stitches. So what we have to do is we have to undo the chain in the very beginning. Okay, so we're just going to go to the end and we're starting on the left and we're going to work right. So it's upside down. So it's attached to the needles on the bottom. We have the cast on edge positioned at the top and we are starting from the left side. So we're going to carefully pull, and then we're going to put the stitch on our needle. Okay, so you can see where this stitch is coming through. We're going to put that on our needle. So I caught the stitch. Okay, so that's one. We're going to do this 6 times. Okay, so we look again over here. We're gonna, and I pick up from front to back. So then if we gently pull, we'll undo. We go to the next one. So now we've got 3. 4. 5. And then where we put all our stitches is actually the 6th one. And then we take our yarn out. So now we have 6 stitches that we began with, and now we're going to join them to the stitches that we've been working with. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick up a last 6 stitches. So we're going to go 1, 2, and our last one, we're going as close to the stitch as we can. So you see I'm not actually going into the stitch that's on the needle, but I'm going right up next to it. Okay, and then for our first row we're going to purl just like we have been doing. So we did 6. I just make sure I have 6 left. Yep. So now this row, the knit rows, you're going to always knit 5. So knit 5 to start with. And now our 6th stitch, we are going to knit together one of the stitches that we picked up and one of the original stitches. So you'll see there's a little bit of a gap between them. You'll notice it more in the next row. We're going to knit these 2 together. And I just kind of make sure that I pull it a little bit tight. Okay, and then we're going to purl back like normal. So purl all 6 stitches. Okay, and then again we knit 5. And now you can see what I mean by that gap. You see, so we're going to close the gap by knitting 2 together. And you're going to continue doing this, purling 6 stitches, knitting 5, knitting 2 together until you use up all the stitches. And then we move on to our next section. So I'll come back once I get to the last stitch. Okay, so I'm ready to do my last row. I'm going to knit 5. And then I'm going to do the last knit 2 together. Okay, and then if I pull these and put them all onto the needle, you can see that I've made a little star. Okay, and it's seamless. So our last triangle looks a little bit different than the other triangles. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this one is one that has 8. Okay, you'll see them all spread out. So now we're going to work the next section, which will be in the next video, and we'll be making rectangles that go in the other direction. But this is how your Entrelac star base is completed.